done, and
Yeah.
then they go home, they open it up, they're
Oh,
gonna
and then
get
they're
much
pissed.
more.
Oh, now I'm pissed.
And you know what? Maybe her pickle didn't taste good because you soaked it in vinegar.
Put some vinegar in here.
What's up, guys? If you're wondering about my outfit today, it's on theme with what we're going to be doing for the video because today we're going to be reviewing that one Jersey Mike's guy that wears meta glasses. For those of you who don't know, I made a TikTok.
I worked at Jersey Mike's for 10 years almost, and I literally almost started commenting on their freaking ad because people were asking questions in the freaking caption. Oh, does Jersey Mike's only have oil and vinegar for dressing? No, we have a lot of Girl, chill. I literally was almost like, I know, we got ranch, we got blue cheese, we got honey mustard, we got chipotle mayo. We got Frank's Red Hot. I couldn't read the comments anymore because I was like, no. Holy day rider, bro. I'm day riding for fucking Jersey Mike's. No. And I went to eat there. So me. And the whole time when I was walking into this one location, the person when I walked in, they did not greet me. It was not busy enough for them to be moving so fucking slow. So slow. I was like, and then they were making a ton of kerfluffles, and it was so fucking hard to be like someone came in and they were like, do you have my order ready? And they're like, well, we ran out of bread. I clocked it. Someone was walking in and they had a bag, and I knew it was full of bread. I saw it and I was like, oh, they ran out of bread. Big mistake. You're not supposed to fucking run out of bread, by the way. But it happens, So I was like, okay, they're bringing in the bread from another location. The guy's like, so you haven't started my sandwich? And they're like, well, we were just waiting. Mind you, I'm sorry to be ageist, but like I literally worked there for fucking ever, okay? I'm like 28 years old. And I mean, I would have said this in the past or now, but like the guy was way too fucking old to be treating the customer like that. He had gray hair. The guy had gray hair, and he was just like, the guy was like, so we didn't have any white bread, so we just didn't start it yet. So, which I get, sometimes that happens where you're like, we don't know, whatever. But the guy was like, he was being so stupid. He was like, we didn't have any of the bread that you wanted, and we didn't make it yet, and we can make it right now. If they were fast, this would have been fine. But he's like, we're sitting there watching. The guy's been waiting longer than I was in the store. He's been waiting. He's been sitting there, fucking stands. And so I'm like, hello? And then he's like, oh, like, well, we can make it right now, but we didn't have the right bread. And the guy was like, Kate, can you just refund me? Like, he's like, I'm done. Like, who knows how long he was sitting there? Because I was sitting there for like 5 minutes, and I was like, bro, hurry up. So then he was like, we can make it right now. The guy's like, no, I want a refund. Can you give me a refund? He was being very nice, honestly. He's like, no, I'm fucking done. You want a refund? The guy literally goes like this. Pretend this is 2 cups together, okay? 2 cups. He went. Took him fucking like 20 seconds. I just bit my tongue to get 1 cup off, and he goes, we can give you a free small drink. Honey, that's called a regular. What are you talking about small? That's a regular drink, honey, and the other one's a fucking giant. The other one's a water cup. So look that up. Stop posting Jersey Mike's ads on my feed because I'm starting to get riled. I'm starting to get really riled. And if you want me to be out here commenting and helping, honestly, like, you could hire me again for a remote job where I clock everyone's tea in a nice way. Like, I'm here to provide information, but not anymore. No, I don't work there anymore, and so it won't leave my friend, it won't leave me. I can't get a free, and Mike has a hold of me. No, but seriously, like, what is in the water? Mike got a hold of me. It was in my formative years. I'm fucked. I'm seriously fucked. It was in my formative years, and now Mike's the captain now. Mike the captain now, like.
Recently, that was me in distress because I cannot get Jersey Mike's out of my head. I worked there for on and off since I was like 16, 17. And then I quit like 2 years ago. So, you do the math. For those of you who have worked at Jersey Mike's or do work at Jersey Mike's, you know that it is an actual so original experience. I could tell you everything, and I just don't know if people would believe it. I thought it was just with my group that I was with, my franchisee group. Because no shade, like, we were kinda, like, on lock as and then I went to other stores and I'm like, "Ooh, it's really not, like, whatever." And we had our bad moments, but, it's pretty much like and I've never been in the military, but if I had to guess, it'd be pretty damn close. Seriously, it is so intense for no reason. I went to culinary school after I worked at Jersey Mike's all those years, and let's just say it was like literally a easy peasy pudding and pie after that. And then I taught at the culinary school, and it was easy peasy pudding and pie. Um, every single other job I've had, and I've had probably like 10 plus other jobs, like some of which in food, it was like nothing compared to it. There's no level of stress that they won't put you through. There's no standard that Mike has that is below perfect. And as I worked there, they just kept throwing in more things that needed to also be perfect, and it took me to a place that those were the worst years of my life. That being said, I still, from time to time, I'll miss, like, slaying a lunch rush, like, being on my game because if you worked with me, a lot of people would agree. Some people hated me because I was a GM of multiple stores, and then also there's a hierarchy. There's so much drama. Like, it's the most dramatic job. Like, it would if they made a series about it, it would blow Vanderpump Rules out of the water.
Me and Ariana made out in a swimming pool at the Golden Nugget. Yes.
The Golden Nugget?
Yeah.
That's like an all-time low.
Are you kidding me? I love that place.
I am the devil, and don't you forget it.
I'm not really sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
I actually can't believe it. Like, it's taking me back. But anyway, I made this TikTok and I was talking about how I saw a bunch of Jersey Mike's ads. And people were asking questions in the comments, and I was literally in my head, like, so close to commenting back and answering questions. Like, literally, there's something in you that just changes, and you just are Mike. You are one with Mike. Someone called me Jersey Michaela once. You hit, like, a flow state that's, like, actually, I can't describe it. And maybe as I'm watching this guy, it'll come back and maybe there'll be some stories, some memories, I don't know. But I'm really excited to watch it because I posted that TikTok. I'm getting so off track. And the comments, let me look at some of the comments. I was enlightened. I was like, okay, this was not an original experience. So it's got almost 3,000 likes and it's got 144 comments, and they're all Jersey Mike's employees, okay? So someone said, "Let me get the club sandwich and let Mike have his way with it." And then I responded, "Is that going to be a club sub or a club supreme?" Someone said, "What size and what bread?" Someone said, "As a current Jersey Mike's manager, I feel validated. Someone understands my struggles." How do you feel about that one Jersey Mike's manager that has a TikTok and acts like ... the way he does? That's when I knew. That's when a light bulb went over my head. I said, "Oh my god, so I've stayed so far away from Jersey Mike's. The ads are the only thing that reached me. You've got to tag that video because I have not seen it yet." Then they said, "Got you, dude." Someone said, "Please tell us how you feel after you watch it." So, here we are. So someone said, "Dude, if we're talking about the Subdude, he literally works in my state and is in my store sometimes," with like this emoji. "Do you have any stories?" And someone said, so then this person said, "Bro, I'm crying. Yes, the one that comes to mind is the time he was in our store and he walked up to my coworker. He's one of the longest standing employees who's the most efficient worker I've ever seen." Mind you, I've worked with some and I felt like I really was one. Like, my maybe table manners, like, socially were like a little bit avant-garde, I'd say, but like I had, in my opinion, very close to perfect operational skills. And I was very good at opening, closing. I was hitting flow state every day. That's the part I miss, is if you have ADHD, it's so nice to just be like, boom, like you go in the morning, it's like beep boop beep, lights on, boop 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 boop, open this, open this, open this. So you start on this, so let's put our bacon down, let's go, we're stretching the bread. Ooh ooh ooh. You're listening to podcasts, you're listening to music, you're listening to hot girl music. You got Meg Thee Stallion going on. You don't understand the vibes that get put in the bread in the morning, okay? And then you're like preparing. Oh, what do we got to do today? Bloom 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 bloom. If you can get everything done, then the 9 o'clock prep person comes in. Sometimes you're hitting flow state so much you started on prep and everything's clean and then you're like yeah. And then yeah, they work you to the bone, so sometimes you'll just do open to close. Like I said, I was a general manager of I don't know, 2 or 3 store. I can't remember like where I was and what I was doing cuz I was always like up there. And then I demoted myself because I was like I'm not ready to leave this job, but I hate it here. And then I was essentially still doing all the work of a general manager, so then yeah. Okay, so back to the story. So it says, who was doing a cleaning task and Subdude went, hey, can I actually teach you the right way to do that? So I've done this a lot, obviously. But you can't ask. You've got to just be like, hey, well, he doesn't work at their store. So if he comes in, yeah, I guess he's got to, like, bro, like what? But there's better ways to say that. Hey, can I actually teach you how to do the right way to do that? While recording on his meta glasses to make content, my coworker literally looked him dead in the eye and said, no thank you, and walked away to continue cleaning. It was the first and only time someone said no to the Subdude, and he got all flustered. It was so funny, we still laugh about it all the time. And then someone said, OMGT, I don't know how Subdude is where he is. I'm so sorry you had to actually deal with him. So this is like no shade to Subdude. I don't know him. But I guarantee you he's gonna trigger me because he's gonna act like some people I know. 2 people in particular that I do not care for. I don't care for at all. Freaking little, having the same standards but going about it in the most douchebag and bitchy way possible and being actual snake people. Like I said, like the hierarchy is just absolutely ridiculous. So if he triggers me to that point, like there's a corporate trigger where, I can be like, oh my, okay, corporate's here, like we gotta lock in, like blah, 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 blah. Like I'll probably agree with him, honestly, about what is right and what's wrong. But the fact that he's there wearing meta glasses, filming these people working, dude, like I said, it's stressful. Like if you've ever worked there and you've done a lunch rush doing, like all across the nation, they do like the amount of sales you move, they count it by bread, but I don't like I didn't ever really pay attention to that. So let's say you did like a $1,400 hour in a lunch rush. That's like really busy. If you don't have like a drive-through. I don't know how the drive-through ones work. I never worked with those. But I worked at a store at one point where we had 4 people. We had 4 people. We would have catering orders. We would have, the lobby completely full, and it wouldn't be just one of those hours. It'd be like 900, 1,000, 1,200 or whatever, 900, and then finally it dies a little bit, and you can actually breathe for a second. But it's brutal. Like, it's brutal. So if I was working and had one of those days, and this guy came into my store, especially after lunch rush, I would literally flip out because then people will come in too, and it's like messy as hell. Like right after lunch rush, you do your best to be able to sweep, to be able to do everything. Mind you, you have to make all the sandwiches in front of people. You have to hit flow state. You have to be getting along with your coworkers. There were so many times, dude, like so many freaking fights ensued because of how like stressful it is. And then you've got to like have proper like you have to abide by health code, obviously, but like if you have 4 people, one of them's grilling and then working on catering, and you have like the whole thing stacked up, okay, like literally, and sometimes you'll hit like it'll be really busy on cold subs versus the hot subs or vice versa. Sometimes it's been so busy, I've been like, if I don't have any hot subs, I'll be like, I'm on grill. Anyone who wants a hot sub can get pushed to the front of the line. The grill's free, come on, come on, come on, come on. Unless I needed to hop up and like help first, whatever made more sense to get customers their sandwiches quickest. But let's just say after that lunch rush, if it didn't look perfect because who you have to literally make all the sandwiches. The person at the register, if they're just sitting there at the register the entire time, then they can't help out, and you need them to help out. So then you gotta bring people. You gotta take your gloves off. You gotta ring people up. Oh, it is deal with the DoorDashers. Deal with the Karens. The fucking Karens, dude. It's the Chads that were the real assholes. And then you have to wash your hands. You've got to put your and then you've got to put your gloves back on. It's like, okay, give me 1 second. Like, you might as well not even try if your hands are not completely dry after washing them. So it takes so much time. And then all freaking day, you're basically just working up a storm for carpal tunnel. Chop, 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 chop. Taking a slice of cheese. Huge slice. Slice, slice, slice. Boom. Slice, 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 slice. Literally, I had to get surgery. Look. Well, you can barely see. They did a really good job. But I have... They used to do the surgery like this. Like, down. And then they were able to do this one there. Thank God that I got that. But and then the oil and vinegar bottles. Vroom, vroom, vroom. My forearms are still the strongest part of my body. Strongest part. Holy fuck, already triggered as fuck. No, genuinely, sometimes I have to stop in my tracks when I take the job too serious. Everyone who I talk to about my work is like, chill, dude, it's just your job. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I said, no, but it's Jersey Mike's. It's way more than a job. As a GM, this is so valid. I feel like you should pay me for watching this because it's my day off. I hate running out of bread. It happens every now and then, but it's a disaster. Okay, I found the page. I'm about to set up the window capture, but his username is Subdude 1956. Dang it, it doesn't say it on this. By the way, you get this from going through stage 3. There's stages. They fly you out to New Jersey. You meet Mike. He has his way with you. Just joking. But they fly you out to New Jersey. I had to do mine during COVID, so I had to wake up on Eastern time. So I had to be on Zoom from get on yo Zoom like 5:45 to like 2 p.m. It was hell. And then you had to wear your uniform and like look presentable and participate. And so I was like, bro, like every morning I would just make sure it looked like I was wearing pants, and I would just have and not in bed. And I'd like sit. I was with my freaking bum ex-boyfriend, so his bed was literally on the floor. So it was just a black or a blank wall behind me. So I got away with that. I would just put on my stupid uniform and just freaking suffer through it. But that's how I got that hat. Also, I wanted to show you that I got this JBL. Sometimes your store can win stuff. Mine did, because we did a lot of donations during the month of giving. So, yeah. 1 second. But that's what my point was. 1956 is the year that Jersey Mike's opened. So it's pretty much whatever. I knew someone who moved up to corporate who got a tattoo in 1956. Psycho. But honestly, that's how balls deep. Like, I probably could, if I was a slightly different personality, I could have been me. Okay, and I kind of just heard the first video that came up was, here's how I went from being a GM to owning X amount of stores. Someone said he's been there forever. Like, it's way harder now. Like, I know people who still work there who would want to open their own store. God knows why. You have to, it takes a lot. You know what I mean? Like, because usually the franchisee you worked for will help you then get the store, because no one has the amount. Like, nowadays, the startup costs for a store, I don't know if, like, I'm allowed to say any of this shit, but, like, allegedly, they're, like, they've been, like, $400K from if you do a fresh build. And then you have to pay for rent, you have to pay for everything breaks all the time. Everything's really good quality, like, you know what I mean? But, like, equipment, HVAC stuff, it breaks all the time. Like, you're doing so many sales, so many cooks in the kitchen, literally, that it's hard. So, okay, Subdude 1956, let's go.
Here's the story on how I went from being a GM at one Jersey Mike's to having ownership in over 12 stores. So I got into Jersey Mike's back in 2016, but the story actually starts before that. My friend and now business partner Aaron and I worked together at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was just a cashier. He was only a shift lead. I was 21 and had that whole moment of, what am I doing with my life? So I started to actually take work serious for the first time. I moved into a role called guest experience captain. It was a brand new position. It was really innovative at the time. And one day I made this ridiculous birthday wrap for somebody that kind of went viral, like in the corporate scene. And then next thing you know, I'm being flown out to Orlando and I'm speaking on stage in front front of thousands of people, and they made me rap on
Holy
stage.
flex.
It was pretty crazy. But when I got back, that's really when I started to get hooked onto
Ooh,
leadership.
okay, here's the thing.
Worked my way through.
I'm clocking this really quick. See that receipt down there? There's a name on the top. I like to fold that, so that you don't touch it with your, why can't I think of it? Spatula and chopper or whatever. Why can't I think? Just grill tools. Did you see that? Did you guys see that?
Crazy, but when I got back, that's
Ooh,
really when
see?
I started
That's
to get hooked.
gross to me. Guys, I used to have like major food OCD. I've worked on it like a lot, but like guys, even though like you never know what people are seeing and going through, and that's gross.
Onto leadership.
I'm gonna micromanage him.
I worked my way through a couple leadership ranks at Buffalo Wild Wings. I wasn't making much money. I was just grinding, learning, asking
16
questions,
jobs?
trying to
Okay.
get better. Meanwhile, Aaron had left Buffalo Wild Wings to go to Minnesota to work for Jersey Mike's. Eventually, he helped me land a job to Iowa. Big risk, big leap of faith. We had one store in the area. We were planning to grow to maybe amazing team and people that we have that
I'm
we've
so
been able
bored.
to grow this big. We have 13 general managers. We have a handful of regional managers. We have 2 operating partners. And I am just so thankful for all of the amazing people that we have and continue to grow with. So I worked my way into ownership, and it's easily the best decision I've made. Aaron and Camilla are
That's not the
incredible
right weight, by the way, for a turkey. I'm gonna triple check on this. I think it's 5.5, unless they upped it now. How many ounces is a Jersey Mike's turkey sub supposed to weigh? I think it's 5.5 or 5.6. No, they're not making it. We need it exactly 7 regular. Let's see, turkey. How many ounces, guys? How many ounces? Okay, let's try it like this. Calories. This is a one shot. Turkey. Bring up the just guys. I think it's. I don't think it's. It was. I don't think it's 5.7. Just in my opinion.
we have. So today, I'm the Chief Operating Officer and part owner. I focus on operations, leadership development, HR, and training. And then, as you guys see, I like to do a lot.
That's another thing. They really like to have the operations owner be in charge of HR. Do you know how hard it is? Like, look, we're about to see how intense this guy is. Everyone keeps saying he's intense. Do you imagine he's HR, and you have to go talk to him? Baby, there is no HR.
Baby, there's no fight.
Video stuff on the side, so I do a lot of videos with my team, and then also we like to obviously have some fun and make a bunch of TikToks as well. So this whole thing definitely didn't happen overnight. It happened by caring early, growing a team, and saying yes when the opportunity came.
Okay.
13, the original Italian. Did you want Michael's treatment on that one? Yes. All right. The number 8 club sub. Did you want us to do Mike's technique on this one? Y para tu número 9 pequeño, ¿quieres hacer Mike's way? Okay. How about you, sir? Are you going in the way of Michael on this? Any changes at all, or are we keeping Mike all natty?
First of all, your front line looks like shit. It's not busy. It's not busy. Why are the tomatoes not stacked? Why does your lettuce look chopped and gross? Refill that. It's supposed to be in a mound. Onions, not fluffed up enough and look a little too thin. They're not fluffed up either. These should be mounded. I'm just astonished.
You got the number 13 here, the Italian.
There we go.
Would
Finally.
you like to fulfill Mike's prophecy on that one? Would you like to fulfill Mike's prophecy?
Dude, they're just trying to eat.
When I get Sir, club sub, did you want this in the style of Michael today?
Whoa. I can't do that.
Yeah. See all that buildup there? Definitely has not been cleaned in probably a few days. All right, so I just fill this with soap and water. I got my green scrub pad here. Make sure that you use an oven mitt as well when you're doing.
You want to take a blade to that. It won't scratch it, seriously, if you do it right. And then you want to take steel wool. This is not going to do shit. This is built up. This has not been a week.
And the side is.
And then also, it's like super bad to put a lot of liquid on hot metal because it warps it.
It's extremely hot, right? Yep. Oh boy.
See, that's gonna take you forever. Now you just got it wet, and it's not gonna flake off easily.
To level 2. Can you give me one of those?
You should have upgraded from the beginning. You should have started at level 1.
Grill cleaner. Dump that in there.
And no one wants to, like, I think they're open right now. No customers have problems when they see you do this. They are normal, smart people. You are taking chemicals and you're putting it, and it's gonna get on the grill. Like, you have to do this. I don't know if it's open, okay, but you have to. This is private time.
is a private dance.
This is closed time stuff. This is open time stuff.
This is a dance you do in your backyard under the full moon. You know, this isn't something you do in the middle of a court. No.
See how long it's taking you because you didn't listen to me?
Your turn.
Oh my. Your turn. This poor guy.
Switch?
Yep.
Men are just dumb, I think.
Whew, got it all.
Dude, they have that. That's
Coming
fancy.
handy now.
We didn't get that. We had to do that shit by hand. We had to do deck scrubbing, is what we called it, because we had grout. I'm jealous of this. Clean the back wall
All right.
while you're at it.
Let me show you something. So I'm just gonna show you with the wrap. You see how this bag presentation here?
It looks like bad. That
I'm
one
just gonna
did.
show you how to tighten that up a little bit, okay? So once you get the sub wrapped here,
Pop
we do
that
our
open.
back pop. Let me make sure this goes all the way.
Slide that
to the
all the
bottom.
way down.
And then
You're gonna do your
when you
tuck,
put your thumbs to the counter,
down.
make sure you get this corner as well.
and then you're gonna
And then roll the
that
sub
arm
right on
upside
top
down.
of it.
Move your
And
hand
then
down,
right by the sub
and
here,
you're
you
gonna
just do one
twist it.
twist. So you can see it's just gonna give a little bit better presentation than that one there, right? So
Listen, it's not his fault. This is how they make you do it. Like, this is how you make. Honestly, everything that he's gonna be doing during this is gonna be correct and gonna be the way that, like, every single franchise needs you to do it. But it's just he's annoying. One thing that our COO had us do in training, whether people applied it or not, was say, like, if you teach someone, you have to teach someone something right the first time. Okay, I know there are people who slip through the cracks, but you need to teach them right the first time. Once you know that they're competent, like, you give them feedback. Once you know that they're competent and then they know better, that's when you can do something like this and be like, hey, I know you know how to do this, so, like, we gotta do it. Like, and you could, I was always like, listen, I'm not the bad guy, but I can be the bad guy if you want me to. It's fine, like, literally. But we have to do it like this, or else they chop my head off. But, this is just an annoying way to do it. Like, it's just annoying.
and you can see here the wrap is a little bit loose, right? So,
Like, they should have already, she should have already known this. Like, does that make sense? Like, he should have been able to be like, hey, we talked about this, or hey, you're GM and you talked about this. This is how you do it. This should not be like, she shouldn't have been able to do this forever. Because then, think about it. She's been wrapping the subs like this forever. She probably cares about her job and she doesn't want to be ostracized by the people. So she's like, you know, doing her best. And then you find out stuff, like, as you work there when you're new. Like, he's brainwashed for so long, you know, like, hello, like, when people are new, then they're learning, and then it's embarrassing because you're like, oh, I've been doing it this way the whole time, like, okay. So there's, like, a way to go about it right from the beginning.
to get this all in a little bit tighter.
That doesn't help. Be specific. Be specific. What you're supposed to say is, you're gonna put this corner over, you're gonna do a pull back, you're gonna do a quarter roll, and then I always tell people, I take my hand flat on the counter, I go ahead and kind of do a little bear claw, like bear claw, fold that over, nice and snug, fold that over, nice and snug, so both corners are in, and then just kind of like, what is it, like, okay, I don't know if you know, when you get rubbed like this, there's a term for it, but I don't know if it's like not, I imagine it's not politically correct anymore. You know, when someone goes like that on your arm. So anyway, then you kind of do that, use the pressure of the counter, roll that up, seal it, and then you do it like that. Like, he just says it so, like, this is how you do it, duh, but you have to over-explain it so people get it through their head. Everyone learns differently. How is, you know what I mean? And then you fold the corners in tight. Like, how do you fold the corners in tight, though? Be specific, because then if you do it thoroughly the first time, you're not gonna have to keep doing the shit.
Bottom. And then I get this corner.
Okay, squish the sandwich more.
And put it there. We're gonna go over our pickles, banana peppers, jalapenos. Do you hate pickles for any reason?
No.
No? All right, cool. For training purposes, would you mind eating one of our delicious pickles?
Of course not.
Get a couple pickles here. Put some vinegar in here. You can go ahead and lose the gloves.
Oh my, yeah,
Then
they're
I'm
like,
gonna go
Vinegar actually changes the.
ahead and have you eat that pickle.
you shouldn't have gloves.
Yeah, awesome. And then go ahead and eat that one there that is sitting in the vinegar.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
Hold on, I need a second to
Yeah.
recover from that. My eyes are watering.
It's all right. Go ahead and give yourself a hand wash. Why don't you grab some water if you need it? I like doing that little example there just to show. So if you put Mike's Way on and then pickles right on top of the juice and seasoning, they're going to get, when they eat it at home, they're going to get that more natural flavor of the pickle.
Yeah.
As you know, pickles are already a vinegar-based product.
The things he chooses to explain thoroughly versus not, there really actually doesn't need to be a why. There's just a correct order of operations. I
So
can't
if
wait
you
to see what he says about how many pickles go on there. Because you're supposed to do like 5 to 6 or something. Like they used to say like 2 per tomato.
put pickles
I
on
don't
there,
know.
and then you just grab vinegar, and we just douse the vinegar right
Yeah.
on top of the pickles.
We get
And
it.
then we put the lid on,
Yeah.
and then they go home, they open it up, you know,
Oh,
they're
and
gonna
then
get
they're
much
pissed.
more
Oh, now I'm pissed.
of that second flavor that you had there.
Oh, and then they're pissed. And you know what? Maybe her pickle didn't taste good because you soaked it in vinegar.
Put some vinegar in here.
Some vinegar in here.
Feeding 400 people in 2 hours.
Our
easy.
team is feeding 450.
One time, the army came in and ordered. These are catering boxes. I can already tell. You cut them into 3. Army came in and they said, "I need 300." This is when we had 5 people on staff at the busiest store. We need 300 lunch boxes. So you have to pop up individual lunch boxes. You have to bake a cookie, wrap the cookie, put a sticker on the cookie. You have to put napkins in the bottom. Then you have to put a chip, and then they wanted drinks as well. So you have to adjust. I had to, you don't have that much soda on hand usually. So, have to coordinate all that. I have to go to different stores. You have to call Pepsi. You got to get everything going. You got to order accordingly because you're doing so much. And then they're regular subs. So then they're these cut in half, okay? And wrapped. Then you got to sticker them. So we had to do 300 of those while running like one of literally the busiest stores. Like at the time, it was like one of the busiest stores in the nation. Okay. That's like one that sticks out. Like one time we did 20 catering boxes at a store that was also busy. Like this isn't the flex you think it is. Like this actually happens all the time. So 300 lunch boxes, okay? And then they wanted to come pick it up. I didn't go over this with them because usually people just take it. They wanted to eat it in the lobby, the smallest, teeniest lobby ever. So then they kind of all just like took theirs and like divided. Then the person comes up to me that coordinated it and said, "Can we do this again for the next 2 days?" Sure, because you're not allowed to say no. Not allowed to say no. Look at this. Let's see. Can you see this right here? This comment. There's too much space between those. Yeah, your flouring of the meat is not looking good.
Still gonna dial in my weights, make sure we're giving enough meat on this catering order. Looking for 9.2, 9.3, perfect. So
That's not
we are
perfect.
doing 16 catering boxes at this
She's
store.
he's
Finishing up
flattening
the
at me. You
last
wanna take the meat in
boxes
your
of our turkeys right now. So we're doing 5 boxes
Flour?
of turkeys.
Set it down.
They made it really easy
want
for us on
volume.
this order because they
This is
said that we
flat
could
and
just do
gross.
each box having
Wet,
the same
soggy
sandwich. And as you can see here,
turkey.
that just makes it super simple to slice. Biggest advice
I
I
could
could
slice
give
quicker
to
than
people that
him.
are doing large catering orders
I can
is
slice
know
way
what
quicker than
time
I can slice way quicker than him. I can slice way quicker than him.
you are going to start slicing the order.
He's
so
moving
we
at half
started
speed.
slicing this order at 8:15. This is going to be the big piece of advice for catering is make sure that you have everything set up the day before. So we always make sure that we have all of our
Sure.
stickers pulled and marked and all the papers ripped. 12 boxes down, 3 to go. Saving the best for last here. 3 boxes of Italians.
I always get the Italians done first because what if you run late? What if the sky falls and then that's the last one and you have to do it and it's the most work and most slicing? Use your freaking brain. Why is that shit so annoying? Like, no one cares. Busy catering day. Oh my.
Epic freezer prank, okay? So
Okay,
you're-
epic.
Yeah, you're going to take my metas. Okay,
My
cool.
metas.
And then I'm gonna
Gloves
tell
on.
people to go get something from the-
He hands him the metas.
You're going to
Gloves
take my
on.
metas. Okay, but we... And then
Gross.
to go get something.
Customer perception. Even if you take those gloves off and throw them away. Customer perception. Customer perception. This is so rude. I don't think that's funny. I literally don't think that's funny. Let the cold air out more.
Boo!
He has gloves on.
No,
Holy Ariana Grande.
is it going?
Wait a minute.
Catching on.
Wait a minute. No.
People are catching on. People are catching on.
Oh my fuck. If I'm correct,
People are catching on.
there we go. Roast beef? No, that's prosciutto. I thought I got his ass. Roast beef isn't supposed to be above the other ones because of the blood. He's so over it, dude. I feel so bad, dude. Imagine having to freaking work here, do all the shit you do, and then this guy's trolling you. And he's not even funny. It's one thing if you have a funny coworker, like if you have a funny coworker that's like doing like weird demonic funny. This is just Oh, he gave the right person those glasses. Okay, so he has a drone.
We switched it up to the cooler.
You could give someone a heart attack.
I'm not here, like, where's Jackson during all of this?
Oh. Guys, I'm seriously getting... Let's see how he opens. Oh my no. You didn't make your bed and you woke up in your uniform? That's kind of gross.
Alright, kicking the day off, headed to the gym. Updated thoughts on the new uniform. Super comfortable. You can do.
Okay, they're like the old uniforms, guys. For the OGs, these were what the first kind of uniforms were, but they were in red and blue, and then it went to all white. Those were low-key a flex, but it was like, are you serious? These are going to be stained in 2 seconds. And then they gave you mailman shirts that looked this color. They were blue, and they turned this color in approximately a week, and they were thin, and you looked stupid and dirty.
They're good to take to the gym, good to sleep in. Yeah, just.
I can't lie, my dad wore these shirts for probably 6 years straight. That's the only shirt he wore.
Comfortable all around.
Is that the form you're supposed to do?
Ouch!
Why are you there? I don't know. I don't do the... Holy shit.
Alright, not gonna lie. New uniform. Super comfortable at the gym.
I can't
Now
even
before heading off to the store, I'm about to jump into a GM meeting with my team.
Straight from the gym? No shower?
So the first Tuesday of every month, we do an all-manager meeting, and we have about 50 people on that. And then 2 weeks later, we do a GM meeting once a month. And then this is going to have just our 13 GMs on it, and then all of our regional managers as well. So
those meetings.
A little bit of a smaller room gives us a little bit more.
You have to do like reports and like, I can't even get into it. It's actually helpful business knowledge. You learn a lot, and people, like when you get hired for other jobs, if you know about all of that stuff, the financials and EBITDA. I'm just joking. But like if you know about all that stuff, it is helpful, but it's the most annoying ever.
Time to discuss and have a little bit more open-ended conversation. Good morning.
Oh, they're doing it over
Great
Zoom?
meeting with the team. Now I'm gonna head off to the Iowa City market and make some sandwiches with the team for the day. But before I do that, obviously, no, I'm not gonna go to the store all sweaty and gross in the dirty uniform. So I'm gonna shower up, get ready, and take on the rest of the day. Going down right here. Oh, here, and then hold up real quick. Yeah, let me show you something.
Yeah.
So,
dude, don't put
you
that
see
cheese
how
on
this
there.
is really deep
That's
red
not
here?
cooked.
Yeah. So we're looking for a medium cook on here to get the perfect cook on these cheese sticks. Right now, it's more of a medium rare. So medium rare is going to be about 130, 135 degrees. We're looking for 140, 145 degrees.
How is he supposed to know that by sight? Just tell him that you want to see it. You don't want any red. You want barely a little bit of light pink. How is he? Oh, let me just This is 140.
So a little bit of pink is what we're looking for, and
there we
that's
go.
when you want to put the cheese on. That'll still give us a really juicy sub, but it's not going to give us more on that rare side. So you can see now when I do little breaks, a little bit of pink in there, now they're perfect for cheese. So it only needed like that extra 15 seconds, right? So
He should have had him next to him doing the other one while he did the other one.
and then for picking these up, as soon as these
Do you know what I mean? He just like did that shit for him. People like he should be like, okay, you go over here, you do this one, I'll do this one. Boom, let's do it together.
we want
Everyone's
to
learning
right
shit
away.
here, I
I
swear.
want to show you something
They're just
here
scared
on
of
this
you, bro.
side. So instead of using this wall,
Your bread
try to
should
use
have been
this
on the
bread
grill
too, 'cause
already.
Sometimes this side is ready before that. So see how I can use the bread almost
I
as
use
a
both tools.
yeah, as a backboard there.
Put it on there so it's not freaking chopped and disgusting like you just did.
Oh, good catch on the one extra cheese for the Big Kahuna. Good work.
You didn't know
And
that?
then I want you to practice picking this one up because now you're going to see that that's in the way there, right? So you're not going to be able to use the wall. Yeah, exactly. That was really good.
No, see, look. If he doesn't use his other tool, you see that tool down there?
Yep.
It's taking
It's over here.
forever.
So if there's a little bit more.
It's taking forever. All you need to do, like, okay, let's say these are my sub tools. This makeup palette and my phone. This is the spatula. He's having them hold a sub and go. What's better, you or me? This is the spatula, okay? You take the chopper thing, spatula under, okay? Take it on the bread. The bread's supposed to be on the grill. Set it, spatula down onto the bread. Take it. Boop. Boop. The meat is on the sandwich and there's not a huge mess left down there and product that people are not getting gypped out of. Bright idea.
You do the same action, but now obviously it's got some more weight, so you just kind of have to do it quick, otherwise it's going to fall out.
That takes so much more time.
Quickly down and then back up.
Is this
So
a
it takes
new
little bit of
operations
practice,
thing?
but we're going to flip on the chicken. Yeah,
Oh,
perfect.
I'm getting so
the
pissed. Guys,
chicken,
I think I have to
obviously
end
a
this
little bit
video.
different
I
than
think
the
I could
steak, right?
redo
We don't want
this
to see
another
any
time.
pink on it at all. Instead of that 145 degrees, fully cooked chicken is going to be 165. So just do some temperature checks there. Now that we see it
Temperature
fully
checks,
white,
what?
that's going to be good to
You
cheese.
have to
Some
go
people
off a
try to
visual.
wait till
We
it's
don't
like
have a
brown and kind of
thermometer
charred
of
up.
this.
Yeah, that's just going to be dried out. Going to have no juice to it at all.
Cheese won't melt very well.
Exactly, yeah, the cheese isn't going to melt.
He's invested.
So
Kid's
right
invested.
there, just see it nicely white through. Boom. I'm going to move this one over again a little bit because I want you to get the practice.
Someone says right here, really quick, they said, you guys complain all you want, but he's one of the few people giving AF about your orders in today's world of food. Here's the thing. That's true, but I'm the same. I gave a major. So did me and all my homies, honestly. Like, no one wanted anyone to have a bad experience at all. So it's like, he's not different, though. You know what I mean? He's not different. Like, he's acting like he's in the Navy. We're supposed to. But it's just the way he goes about it that irks me. That's what gets to me more than anyone else. He pisses me off and frustrates me more than anyone else gets annoyed by him. I promise you.
Right? Okay. And then I call this the grip it, flip it, and rip it method. All right?
What did Mike teach you?
Grip it, flip it, rip it off the turkey, and then we just want to make sure that it's
because
fully
there's
dry
like a
before we wrap it
coagulated
again.
juice on it.
So
But it
here,
tastes
flip
good.
Flip it over so it can come out. Here, watch. So I call this the belly box cutter.
Yeah, I've always just like.
Yeah,
He's got a
but
term
you can
for
still do
everything.
it here. I can grab that tape.
With the gloves on.
So now that you kind of know what it takes to get in there too, so for the
You know how he was saying you need to prep the catering orders? Open all the turkeys at the same time. Line them up. So you don't have to be using your freaking gloves on the freaking box that's touched the freaking ground, that's touched the dolly that brought it in. It's onions based.
It's opinions based.
It's opinions based. But I don't play about health code. Always got 100. Always got 100. And one time I didn't have they were gonna dock me because I had a cup, an open cup of water in the back, very back on a cart that I was drinking. But earlier that week I had burned my elbow really bad on the grill. So I had an open cup of ice, like a giant cup, and I was putting my elbow in it or whatever. So I thought really quick and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I left that there. That is totally my fault. You can dock us if you need to. But I burnt myself earlier. Still had the burn. I burnt myself earlier and I was just putting my elbow in there. I'm super sorry. Let me throw that away. Oh, you're good. 100. Whole chain. I think that this is the last. Oh, health department.
when
This
the
will be my
health
last one.
department or Stereotech makes a
Oh, it's a
visit to your
5-minute video. I'm not doing that. Knows his shit. So do I. What? We're even. We're even. Anyway, the only difference between me and him is that I'm not annoying and going and being invasive into people's faces and getting all up in their grill. Getting all up in their grill like almost so up there and tight and close that you've been a submarine. Hardy har har. But yeah, that's seriously super duper annoying to me. I want to see more. I didn't like compile the videos in like an organized way. I want to see videos where the employees are like reacting poorly because all like a lot of the things I've seen is people being like, dude, like these employees hate it. Like they are getting filmed without their consent and they hate it and they don't like it or whatever. So if anyone wants to link me all of that stuff or send it to me on TikTok, my TikTok is just ZergyPie, just like here. Tag me in it because I will see it, and then I could do a part 2 if anyone's even interested at all. That got pretty passionate today. So, I don't know. At the end of the day, he's just a guy, and he's, like, doing his job well. So, none of this is that deep. The anger that I'm taking out on him is the anger that I have for, I don't know, Just a lot of lost years of my life that I learned a lot, but just a lot. So I'm taking that out on him most definitely, but nonetheless, that pissed me off really bad. Hopefully you guys didn't get too riled today. If you're watching this, I hope you have the best day ever, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.